Hello, Zambia. Hello. Today, this is one of those videos that I make, but this one I'm just looking at Zambia because Zambia they're going to have a very special elections that has come up very unexpectedly because of the demise of the president of Zambia, Mr. Michael Sata. May his soul rest in peace. What I want to discuss really here is in first place. I'm not endorsing any candidate in the first place, but I just want to generalize, discuss the pro and cons of what is going on, and then from there, I think we can see the direction of our politics back home in Zambia. Some of the things that I really want to discuss is to look at the voting pattern in Zambia. How is it determined? How do people vote? Are there any factors that makes them vote in a particular way? Okay. The other thing is we also want to look at the parties themselves. Why is so much disunity in some parties? There's sometimes come a fragmentation of parties. What causes that? That is quite a big topic by its own. But what I'll do is I'll just touch here and there. Pangono chabe. The other thing is, does the popularity of the president, party president, really a factor that really makes one to win elections? That's one of the questions that I think I'll need to discuss. Also, the other things I'll need to discuss is policy, party policy, and mandate. Does that somehow drive the way the candidates kind of vote? So with that said, how about party candidate centered politics? Party candidate centered politics. That should be a final term. A final discussion on my item. But what I'll start with right now is to look at how the Zambians vote and what makes them vote in that particular way. So I'm not here really to give an academic discussion, but I'll discuss this in a very simplistic way so that everybody can understand. I hope I'll be able to do that. I don't know if I did this tell you what my name is. My name is Daniel Nsomekela. The last name is Daniel the last name is Nsomekela. Nsomekela. That is my name. It may sound a bit difficult some people. Excuse me about that. Now, we don't know whether we have to go back in historical background as how people vote in Zambia. Well, maybe that can be able to give us some kind of an idea how Zambians have been voting since since UNIP. Okay. But that is quite another big story to tell. But of course, we can start with 1991. How did people vote in 1991? Why did they vote the way they voted? In 1996, why did people vote the way they voted? In 2001 and thereafter, up to 2011, how did people vote the way they voted? So you are able to analyze what was really, how were people voting the way they voted? For example, in 2011, how did the people vote and why did they vote the way they voted? Because that is the nearest way we can go we can go and then try to make analysis based on that. But because we are trying to avoid an analytical bias, I'll not really discuss much about that, because it may sound like, okay, I'm discussing this because I'm leaning in a particular way. So we'll leave that hanging. The next thing is that we can probably talk about is party disunit and party disintegration, party issues. Now, we of course, people that are in Zambia and us are here, we have seen, conflicts in the party, like MMD, PF, and even UPND. UPND, probably the people that have left and people who are joining and everything like that. And people talk about certain things in these particular parties. Now, the question is, why do the people behave like that? Why do these parties kind of seem like one time they are holding together very strong, and the other time they're melting out like wax? So all those are some of the things that we should discuss. But I'm not saying that I'm able to give you all the answers here, but I'm just able to make you think about those things. The other thing is party mandate or party policy. Do these parties really have a clear policy? Okay, and if they are voted in, are they voted based on a policy? Because these policies, they kind of probably, they are not most of the things that are followed. Once they're voted in the government. For example, I'm not gonna give Zambian example, but I will give the American example, which of course can happen anywhere, maybe in Zambia. In 1930s, when Roosevelt was voted he voted as a president. He gave a notion that he voted on a platform. Actually, he campaigned on a platform that he was gonna practice what they call economic austerity to make sure that he stabilized the American economy. But it turned out that it was totally different, because he introduced most of the welfare issues in states that we have seen that kind of happened, and Roosevelt kind of changes the direction on which he has campaigned on. So there really no guarantee that if someone campaigned based on certain policy or certain mandate, they will be able to execute such kind of things. That doesn't work like that. Again, the other thing is, when we talk about candidate centers politics, well, now this time let's look at people voting, for Mr. HH based on him belonging to UPND. Let us switch these people. Assuming Edika was standing for UPND or HH was standing for PF, which one will win? Will they still win, or people vote based on these individuals, or they're voting because of the particular party? So if Edika was on the UPND, will he win, or you lose? And if Mr. HH was on the patriotic front, would he win or would lose? So now that is what they call candidate center politics. Okay. Now, and that also goes down to political parties. Okay, and people voting based on the political parties. Now, that means that if these these candidates, the politics is centered on them, it may generate what they call a polarization, because these candidates, if they're able to bring out certain issues that may polarize the community, the voters, polarization, I mean kind of difference, divergency on how people understand things. That makes sense. I hope it does. So, and and it may create a very strong opinion on the issues, on people, Now that's where I think I should also discuss, do people voting change of leadership, or they're voting change of policy? Okay. So how are the people voting in Zambia? Are they going to vote to change the policy, or they're going to change the leadership? Okay. So that is the question that we need to discuss, in much in details. So this is just the snapshot of what we'll be discussing this week or next week. We're gonna have a mini debate here in Dallas. So if you are here in Dallas and watch this video and it makes sense to you and you think this is striking questions, please tune in, because we're gonna have a meeting. I haven't yet disclosed where the meeting will be, but we'll pass out a notice as to where the main discussion will be. So we are going to invite people from different political parties. I mean those that support different political parties in Zambia, and then they'll come and we'll discuss about these things. So it has been my pleasure to share these very small snaps of how I think about Zambian politics. But by the way, let me conclude to say I'm not endorsing any particular candidate. But I think in the future. But for now, we are just looking at what is going on as a scholar, as a student, and it's a fair game to try to play that way, because otherwise, if we are all kind of become, aligned to the particular parties, then no one will provide balanced understanding as to what is going on. So this again has been Daniel Nsomekela. God bless you. I love you. Okay, stay tuned. Bye. Thank you very much.